Alright, so round 2 or round 3, take 3. Hold it any way you're comfortable and maybe look at this side. Right, where did I leave off? Okay.
Beautiful rose Sponseller.
Our object is, I take it, well known to us all, to the estimable Mr. Baggins, and perhaps one or two of the younger dwarves. I think should be right in naming Keely and Feely, for instance. The exact situation, at the moment, may require a little brief explanation. This was Thorin's style. He was an important dwarf. If he had been allowed, he would have probably gone on like this until he was out of breath, without telling anyone there was anything that was not known already. But he was rudely interrupted. Poor Bilbo couldn't bear it any longer, and may never return. He began to feel a shriek coming up inside, and very soon it burst out like the whistle of an engine coming out of a tunnel. All the dwarves sprang up, knocking over the table. Gandalf struck a blue light on the end of his magic staff, and in its firework glare, the poor little hobbit could be seen kneeling on the hearth rug, shaking like a jelly that was melting, then fell flat on the floor and kept calling out, struck by lightning, over and over again, and that was all that they could get out of him for a long time. So they took him and laid him out of the way of the drawing-room sofa, with a drink at his elbow, and went back to their dark business. Excitable little fellow, said Gandalf, as they sat down again. Gets funny, queer fits, but he is one of the best, as fierce as a dragon in a pinch. Hi, Katie!
Hi.
Hi!